this forum, so if anybody wants to take any notes or anything like that. Okay, guys, this is the US dollar index, and there is a speculation everywhere. Everyone's saying many things. My advice to you guys, just worry about this move from here to here when it looks to be a very nice five-way swing. Now, let me explain to you guys the subdivision pretty fast so you guys can see it. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1. This is 2. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 1. Another 2. And next, another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 1. Another 2. And another 1. Another 2. So you got 4 highs in the nest, mean 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 lows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need a cent here at the top. Now, starting from here, it goes. From here, you got 3, 4, 5. You guys gonna see like the 5 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. So you close this cycle there. And then it goes this cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like a triangle, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You close here, and that ends wave 3 of 3. And then from here it goes 1, 2, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You close this cycle. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, Isa, a very well-defined a textbook, in my opinion, as of right now, 5 swings on the dollar index. Every figure works. For example, this one, look, 3802. This one, 3802. Then this one, 23.6. And finally, this one, 23.6. So that's all that matters to me. No matter what it is, I say I don't care about the rest. I care later. That's why we post something that we're going to start doing in regularly during the day. We're going to be posting trades to you guys. And then you guys start taking the trades on your own. Because we were discussing, and part of the change over the weekend is that we see many trading opportunities for you guys every day. I would say every day is going to be 3, 4, 5 trades because we're running 20 pairs, 20 and something pairs. And then sometimes we pick one and it doesn't work that good. And sometimes the one that we didn't pick, the other one ended working. You know what I mean? So we decided that we're going to put, when we do the day in the morning and the day in the afternoon, a series of trade. Like today, we say buy cable at 158, sell Singapore dollar at market. Both of the trades, they're working. And things like that, we're going to be doing it on the daily basis so you guys can get more trades out of the service. Of course, we're always going to do the long swing trades that we always do because those are the ones that we like. But well, so getting back to the dollar, if you take a look here, no matter what it is, there are 5 ways coming from the lows. There are 5 ways well-defined move coming from the lows. So no matter what it is, they're going to be 1, 2, 3 swing back. Now, as a waiver, all you need to do is when the market gets to the first A or 1, you sell against the high. Why? Because that's going to give you the Elliott Wave edging to take either the end of the correction or to take the C way to the lows in the US dollar. That's how you need to see it. All right? So that's for the dollar in the 1 hour. Like I say, this is a textbook 5-way swing. Any question about it? It's perfect. I have to tell you guys, it's a perfect five-way swing in the dollar, in my opinion. Looking at the RSI, look, wave 3 of 3, it reads 73.11. Wave 3, this one read 68. This one read 72. And then technically you got the divergency coming saying wave 3 of 3. That's the way that it should be. And then from there, you should get a dollar weakness. There is an alternative when still from here we have 1, 2, but there is a little overlap, 3, 4, and 5, and then you got 4 down and higher. I don't see it because that's on the dollar. I would rather call it ended. Now that's for the dollar in the short time frame. The dollar in the higher degree, this is what we prefer. What we prefer is this. It's very tricky. I don't know why I'm not getting. It's very tricky. And then only the reason, in my view, that when you measure this move, the next one, not in the case of the dollar, but all the pairs, a cycle ended around 11. What was the day? I don't remember in these charts. I cannot see. 11, 12, sometimes last week at this level, most likely. So call it ABCW. 1 second. Let me see if I have it. I have it here. 1 second. My bad. Got it. Now I got it right. I got too many counts. This is for last night. Of course, you got to take the triangle. It's not there anymore. So what I was trying to say is that most likely, being this a five-way swing, most likely a cycle ended here. Most likely a cycle ended here. And then that being, say that, let's put B here, and then because this was a three-way, most likely it's going to do this, like it would say, 1, 2, 3, and going high. Now, that's the most likely case. Now, you got to take this long here. Why? That's around 137 on the euro. Because these things, even at the open fair, it can be nesting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Who knows? Nobody have the holy grails to know. So only thing that we can do is provide you with the most logic trading technique that say after 5 it comes 3, that say the good thing is that this high didn't break. Why? Because now you see 1, 2, 3, 4 swings to the outside. Now, if a high should have been about the previous high, and then it start creating the confusion that the cycle can be down, because you can call this a 3, and then 3, 3, and 3. Good things. The high didn't broke the previous high. In other words, 34.80 looks like it's going to hold. And then that makes the case that at least a huge move to the outside, or at least another leg to the area that we've been saying for a while, around 79 or 78, high 78, 79 can be the case when the 76.40 is there, and when this whole move is going to be also the 618. This CPU, like Sarko, these CPUs tends to repeat the patterns. This CPU tends to repeat the Elliott Wave Fibo levels. In other words, and assuming that if the first leg was, my bad, and assuming that if the first leg was close to the 618 and to the 618 in almost every pair, I'm getting ready to see the reaction that we got at 78.74, which is not only the 618 of the first proposal leg, but is also the 76.4 of the proposal W area. So, and most likely, if you do this and you correct and you take only the 618, and then you're assuming that the weakness that should happen on the dollar should come to around 77.18, most likely, if you do this, also, you see, the equal less goes over there. This is a mad game, guys. Everything is, I mean, if you know 1%, you take 618, it gives you 38.02, right? Now, 1.618, you add 38.02, that give you two equal legs. That's why you see those, like it is a map, is because everything is based on the golden rules, in my view. And I'm a stronger believer in that. Most of you guys know that. Now, that's for the dollar. Any question, guys, that you have about the dollar, Isa? Anybody there that you guys were asking questions? That's what we like on the dollar. I believe that as of right now, you need to buy the dollar here, euro-wise, around 137. And then from there, you will know what the reading station of the market is. If that's how you need to look at it. There is no other way around. Nobody has the Holy Grail. So, I mean, that's what we like right there. Now, let's move on to the bad boy of the market, like I'm calling it starting today, oil. It's amazing how strong, and I start to believe, I don't want to say it because it's going to be a contradiction, that thing that happened in the Middle East is holding oil higher. It's not normal, even though I don't believe in those things. Now, oil, look, either create a top on wave 3 or C. Remember, they are 2 daily counts. We are going now with the idea of a flat, but this can be the equal legs. And put it this way, guys, all you have, I don't know, I've seen people, I want to see how they're doing it, how they're labeling this a 5-way swing, in my view, unless, because all I see is from the lows in oil, I see 1 swing, 2 swing, and then this is 3-way swing here. But because the low is here, you cannot make a nest. So this is an irregular wave, in my view. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In my view, that's what I'm seeing. I'm trying to look at it right here around 101, 102 is the 1.618 of this first leg. And then, like as we mentioned on the overview, now it looks like it's doing 5-way from the lows again, but oil does a lot of irregular wave. Now, either oil is going to do this and going higher, or oil is going to go lower right here. Now, taking a look to the small time frame, let me go to the 1 hour. But I see, I mean, oil weirdness is around the corner, in my opinion. That's why I recommend you guys to buy the dollar cat around 101.50. Now, let me look at it right here. Oil, 1 hour. In a 1 hour, we were calling the end right here, but look at the recovery. We are expecting a corrected downside. These are 7 ways, in my view. Now it looks like, again, it's doing another leg down higher. And then I was telling DV about it, that maybe these things do not want to fall. And maybe now he's doing like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to the 1 or 2 area. Exactly, yes, I know that. But now it looks like it's going to go higher, at least ending the first cycle. Or it's going to stay right there, or it's going to do a triangle. Who knows? And I agree that if oil going lower, the dollar going to continue to go strong. But I have more clear way of structures in the market than oil, and then seeing the 5 swings in the dollar index and seeing the 5 swings in cable, a textbook 5 swing and above, I would put my money that maybe oil is nesting right there. You know what I mean? Maybe oil is nesting to the huge swing. I don't know. Look, 618, 618, almost 100% retracement. So, in other words, it looks, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swing. So far it's corrected. But who knows what he's doing? So my advice is, I mean, you have to follow like we always do. You have to follow the clear structure in the market. That's the technique that I always use, and I'm always going to continue to use. I don't know who was that I was telling him today, cable is being a gift for this market. So everyone should get the idea of what the market is doing only based on cable. The rest, it has his days. Some day clear, some day not that clear. But cable is being clear all over. And then that's the way you trade. You have to follow the clear structure on the market. That's the way I trade, at least. Now, guys, question. Any question about any pair before we move on to the individual? Any question about this? Let me show you copper. S&P, I'm sorry. S&P is becoming, at least, let me put the word at least, temporary bullish. In my view, I believe that it looks like A and the here, now we are in B. Right there on the S&P. Then when this is W, S, and then S&P have another leg down right here. And let me say something. Let me tell you something. I mean, not necessarily needs to be a triangle. And I want to clarify this. S&P can go higher here, and who knows what the S&P is doing. So far it looks like a contracting triangle. It's been respecting the diagonals so far, but so far it looks, that's what I say, temporary bullish. He can go here and from here do this. And still, this is a B-way double zigzag. You guys know what I mean? Now, if you trade S&P, you got to take a short around 1260 against the trend line to at least get this move. But bearish, from the way it is right now, is not bearish, in my opinion. This is not bearish, in my opinion, as of right now. Now, if I see it, that around this area, I will tell you the level. is going to start holding the level, I would say go and test the high. Who knows? But as of right now, have nothing to do with bearish. This is temporary bullish. This is a clear three-way move right here. After a 3, after a question of 5, after a question of 5. So it's either a triangle with another leg down, or it is either a triangle that is done already, because technically this triangle can be done. It went to the 618 on the E wave. So technically can be done. And now it's going to start nesting to go higher. Who knows? That's why Elliott Wave aging is the best tool on the market. Any question about the S&P? I'm trading cable because, like I always do, we do the day, and I always go with the clear structure on the market. And the clear structure on the market for me, all over, is being cable. That's why I always refer to cable. Now, this is copper. Again, it looks like copper also has started in the triangle again in some degrees. This looks like a 3 from the lows, another 3 down. It looks like copper is going to trade 35.50 and then trade lower. Unbelievable, but, well, that's what the market is looking at it. There is contradiction there, some degrees. Copper comes of the three-way move. So this can be the low in place, because the new high do not need to come in 5 weeks. It can come in the way of the double zigzag. But I don't know. I put the triangle there. Oh, we are in the B way. But, well, there is 3 ways down here. And let me put the case. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 swings there. Right here, there are 5 swings, in my view. Now, that they are the prettiest one, no. This can be also, I mean, that's copper. Now, let's move on to the individual pairs. 1 second. We're still favoring the reservation trade, to be honest with you guys, and to prove you wrong. But, let me tell you, even when we're favoring the reservation trade, we know that the higher degree patterns only a miracle when it comes. And from my experience, what I'm trying to say is this: all you got in favor of the dollar is nest after nest. And this pair do not nest that much. 4 is the top. If you take a look at the dollar cat, that's what it's telling you. That is bearish. It's unbelievable, but that's true. Let's wait a little bit here. I see a double zigzag. I don't know if you guys see it. Very clear in almost all the Forex pairs. At least in my view, they are very clear. One second, I should come. Oh my gosh. I mean, I still believe that the euro dollar minimum is going to trade 134. That's what I believe. I'm laughing because Louis every day put a different name right there. What happened here now? One time happens, guys. I'm sorry. The guys that been around knows that sometimes happen. I know what it is. I gotta close this one. There you go. Shukona. Okay, let's start with the euro dollar and then you guys can ask me other questions you guys want. This is the euro dollar. It's the same as a dollar. The most likely scenario is A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C. But I want to make the point to say this B needs to be so, because it can be the case 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then who knows? It's a long way to the downside, and some nests make a lot of sense. This one, yes, no, that's a great point. We haven't talked about it. And that's a great point, Isaac, to be honest with you. Isaac say that he can be done right here. That's what you mean, right? Yeah, I favor the 5 ways, but you know, you've been around Isaac long enough to know how it is. If these things goes like this, we're going to forget about the 5 ways there. We're going to say 1, 2, or WS. You know how it is. So that's what I say. That's what I say. After 5 right here, you should buy. And then see how strong it goes around 137. Who knows? Because 3 ways, we favor in this scenario. That's exactly what I was saying, Rafi. Because 3 ways from here are meaning that this low should be broken in some degrees. Now, I want to make an excuse and a point. The lead from 35 to 142.50, it was corrected. So that means that the C way, if it's going to happen, do not need to be a 5-way swing. Many things. So that's how to say. You got to play Elliott Wave edging, guys. Nothing more than Elliott Wave edging. Outside of that, you can get burned. The most likely scenario is this one right here. A, B, C, W, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I got to make the point that the 5 ways has been done to the downside. So technically, like in the case of the dollar, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 swings. I don't care about all I'm doing is, people close to me knows that. All I'm doing is playing Elliott Wave, edging. I don't care about nothing else. If it go to 135, good. If it's no, good too. I'm long euro right now for you guys to know. With the average position 145.20. I've been buying euros and last night. Louis knows that. Because like Isa said to me once, as far as you identify the wave 3, right, you have to start taking chances. Otherwise, sometimes you're going to miss the move. And that's the way I trade personally. And I know that for the service, we don't take the risk. But well, that's how you catch it. I didn't catch this one because it was Sunday night and we were on the, but I told DV about it. Say, we should send an entry at market price Sunday around 7 p.m. He knows that. And then, because you already, the wave 3 already passed. You can get negative some days, but you're never going to get killed. That's, yeah, maybe one more high, yes. Maybe that's another point. James was saying to me yesterday, and he's completely correct. The drop do not need to be, if there's going to be a drop, do not need to be in 5 weeks. But this is my bread and butter, guys. And when it comes to trading, guys that know me for a while already knows that I don't look to the size. I only do Elliott Wave with RSI. Nothing else. Zach is being very good cooperating with me and showing me a lot of great techniques. And he said he knows that I pay attention, but it's like I don't put my whole heart on it. Because I know the more you look, the worse it's going to be for you, in my view. Now, this is as clear as water, guys. From the high, corrective. This is either the wave B of E or is part of the C wave of D. But I like the flat and I don't like the C wave of D because the A wave was a 5-way move and this is being denied. Cable is telling me, and we've been saying this all over, that cable is showing the path and that cable is going to break this high and cable is going to go to 164. And to prove me wrong, that's my bias. I don't change it. This is as clear as water. We sent the entry today to buy at 158. I hope some of you guys took it. Why we did it? We're testing it. You identify the 3, it won't kill you. Why? Because you put your stop. That's not peaking necessarily, technically. You put your stop below the 618 of the 1-3, it won't pass there if that's a 5. Otherwise, it passes and you stop out. But that's a defined risk right there. That's thanks to my good friend Isaac. But technically, that's corrective. You agree, Isaac, that that's corrective? As of right now, it's corrective. You have a questionable 5, a clear 3-way, another 5 to a new low, almost equal legs. Rafi knows that that's okay with us. Almost equal, right there. And then you have another 5. Technically, in cable, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it's not a leading diagonal. I agree with you, Rafi. After this high is taken, it's going to drop like a bomb. But it can go higher. Don't believe that it's going to be 162. Doesn't look like. Now, what is the path? Every time that you see, like we told you guys here, every time that you see a 5 from the lows, buy a 3 back. Exactly. 164 is a nice number there. You buy a 3 back until you get the move. You know in which move I am right now? 131.50. I was telling Sad today. And we are, I wish you guys see me. SAC is because we trying to catch the fish, which is the same leg that happened for 131. Maybe it doesn't happen, but you got to try. And you have to do the same with cable. Corrected, coming out of the triangle bust, cannot be corrected. Unless it's nesting. It can be nesting, like the euro is. Why? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's why around 160 depends on how it looks from the lows. You got to take a short. Because you can be ending losing them. And every time that I see those three ways in oil, it scared the hell out of me to be short dollar. I got to be honest with you. But where? No, I don't like the leading diagonal, to be honest with you. Because there is no diagonal. This is a marginal new low, in my opinion. I see 5 swings, and then you know what you need to do? You know how you know what it is? You trade these 2 feeble levels. Look, right here, 159.79 is a good short in cable. The same with 160.23 against this high. You play in both scenarios there to short the cable. You know what I mean? Any question, guys, about any pairs that you guys want? Another thing that I have in my mind is Aussie. And I'm trying to find Aussie yen is a beauty, my friend. Get along. I'll show you why, Dwayne. I told everyone on Sunday, remember, Dwayne, that Aussie yen lose corrective and that he can draw the S&P higher. Remember that, right? Look, this is the 4 hour bouncing from the 50% of the previous legs. Most important, S&P. I'm sorry, RSI. Look at the RSI right there. That's bullish divergence there. I like it long, and to prove me wrong, Dwayne. Look, 60 minutes. Look, it's giving you that. This is a trap, guys. I don't know. That's just me. Look at the RSI. When you see it in a move, and I remember telling this to DV long ago. Remember in oil, I think it was DV or Raji, someone of you guys. That always close to me. I think it was Raji, not DV. When you see that the C way on the RSI goes above the end of the A way, buy everything you have right there. That's a trap. That's a trap. Also, is going to trade higher when this, I like 76.61 to end the move. And I can prove that in every pair. Look at Aussie dollar. Let me put the 1 hour. Because this started outdated last night. It's not possible. It can be still a triangle B, so. But no matter, don't look at the count. Look at the RSI. Look, that's bullish. Bullish. You need to buy any dip there. That's bullish. Don't turn around and tell you guys. That's bullish. Risk in my humble opinion, maybe I'm wrong again, but in my opinion, the risk of trade is setting a trap, in my opinion. That's bullish divergence there. Look, bullish right there. Look at the 60-minute chart. That's called, that's the same that when, remember when, Isaac, you remember when we were here in announcing, right? That I was telling you that it's going to bounce because the RSI, remember? It kept going even, look, now it's going to do the same here, and it's going to give you another divergence. That's bullish, bullish, in my opinion. Any pair, guys? Now, AGD, no, that's Singapore dollar, yes. That's the one that we sent there early. Okay, let me show you why. It's very clear also. It was around 29, I believe 29.50 when we say that you guys should take a short right there. Look, how many swing from the lows? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same scenario as the dollar, but look at the RSI, guys. That RSI is an open book that say sell. It's not a nest. In my opinion, lower, this low is lower in the RSI of this one. Open book. My best guess, trace the trend line here. Like I say, the other trade was around 128 and change. Sell it against 127.50. And you're going to be able, most likely, to get. This also, all this move can be a B-way triangle. I mean, well, I still, this looks like a three-way, I don't know. And maybe this is 3, 3, 3, 3. But the thing is, triangles cannot be wave 2. So that do not matter. That do not matter. Being that the case, it's a bearish three-way triangle. I believe that that can be the case. And the dollar is heading lower, at least into a C-way. I'm going to go, or still, I want to show you guys. Remember this Isaac, when we spoke about the diagonal, the bullish diagonal long ago, still can be in place. Nobody say no. Something like this. 1 second. Let me put it here on the dailies. Remember, diagonals, most of the time, I mean, something like this. Doesn't look like, but the dollar can do this. Remember, everyone is assuming that we are in the flat in the dollar. What is writing that is a flat in the dollar, in the bullish case? Maybe it's not a flat. This was a three-way move. Maybe it's WS, and then it's going to do ABCW, ABCS. Now we're going to have A, B, and C higher, and the dollar is going to recover. If that's the case, that's the bullish case. The only bullish case that I see on the dollar, because looking at this recovery on the dollar, it looks to me that unless it's a diagonal, then it's going to test down here and going higher. That's the only way, because the nest, I mean, the nest, I don't know what I tell you about the nest, to be honest with you guys. Because if it's the next and this is corrected the way it is corrected here, it needs to break here. So this is almost the 76.4% of the proposal. But it's the thing is, guys, every time that I look this in this daily chart, like I was telling James the other day, this is a textbook flag right there, in my opinion. What do you think, Louis? It's a textbook flag? It looks like, in my view. I know. I mean, but it looks, maybe this is one. We are working in two in the diagonal. We're gonna. The thing is this, guys, that I want you guys to understand. Trading, in some degrees, is forecasting the future. Do you guys agree? Now, I haven't seen no one other than Nostradamus that saw something in the future. So you gotta have some tools that help you out to forecast the future. One of the tools is Elliott Wave aging, and that's my favorite one, together with the Elliott Wave. You know what I mean? It's like the next high is 7 swing in the dollar from the lows. You gotta sell it. Either you are a bull or you are a bear. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Any other pair, guys? One second. Look, it's like he's asking me about the dollar cat. Look at that, guys. Yeah, I cover for you now. Let me finish with the cat and I go to Gore and New Zealand. Guys, anything bullish here? In my view, you have 1, 2, 3 ways. Each subdivision of 5. Then you got 3 backs, but guess, this is another beauty. It goes 1, 2, 3. 3 backs. The Fibo level that he correct is related to this cycle. And then 1, 2, 3. So technically from here to here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Corrected. W. 3 backs. Almost break the low. But I guarantee you when you trade the Fibo, it's around the 76% of that. And then not only that, look, equal X to the upside. What is telling you? Corrective to the outside. What is telling you? Dollar Windex. Nothing else. In my view. Now, Elliott Wave aging is telling you that from here, the dollar cat around here now, it looks like it did 3 ways to the downside. From here, the dollar cat should get lower, but it's telling you that around 101.50, you should buy, even you guys stop out against the low. Because from the lows you have 3, 3, and then you have, this label is incorrect right here. This goes right here. With a, this is S. Technically, you need to have, because you got it, a 3 here, you need to have a 3 or a 7 to the upside, or an 11. Right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and on, 11, 12, 13. You need a 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 to complete a correct move from here. As dollar cat, you need to buy here and sell around 103.50, which is the new high. That's it. Equal X from here. You need to sell it around 103 and change. Now, gold. Let me see what the good boy gold is doing today. I'm labeling ISAP as gold being done. Remember, all you have from the lows right here Let me open a bit. From the lows, you have the first move right here, one. I'm calling this a like, let me see, because okay, 1, 2 in a flat, 3 ways. A, W, S, A, B, C. These two moves, I believe that they are related, figure-wise, here, almost to the 1.236 right there. And this one didn't get, I believe, to the equal. No. Now, I see 5 swing from the top. Do you see it? I believe that possible is nesting, or, I mean, yeah, I think it's corrective. And whatever weakness, every time that you see gold around the lows, you need to buy. I don't think that the top is in gold either, in my opinion. I believe it's nesting. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming on the low. It broke the channel. Let's say if you put it right here. If you trade a channel between the two lows, what I mean is, it kind of broke. But who knows what it's doing? Maybe it's doing a diagonal. When you have A, B, C, this is A, a B, and who knows it's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's if it make a new high, it's going to come from here. Anyway, if you're going to sell it, you got to set it first against this high and second against this one. That's my advice to you. That's what if I would do it, that's what I would do, in my view. Now, New Zealand, that's another one that is very hard these days. We changed in some degrees the count today because this move looks to be either a three-way or a truncation in 5. Right here. Right? If the move is in three-way, then you have to make this a three-way unless it's going to do something like A, B, and then 1, 2, it's going to go here 5 and a C and make a C-way diagonal. Now, this move in 3 is denying any type of nest because it's a 3 with another 3 and another 3 looks like right here. So I got to tell you the same thing. I like it higher. Look at the RSI. Divergences send the lows on the beginning of the month. Twin, I like it higher. Minimum, I like it higher to around 78 and change. 77, 78 and a half. I like it higher to that, in my opinion. That's why you like also long. And long risk on to prove me wrong, guys. Yeah, you like it long? Yeah, me too. Elliott Wave Structures is telling me long. That's what I like it there. Yeah. Any other pair, guys? I mean, I think that we cover everything. Let me get back to the euro. So I know you guys love the euro the second time. Again, Elliott Wave edging is calling higher euro. Look at the RSI. Look at this, guys. How can you be sure right here? Look. I don't say that it's going to happen, another low possible. But look. It's not a nest. Because it's an F. This peak right here, this only happened on a flat or when the new cycle took place. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, DV, right? Let's say that if this had become a 5-way swing, that's how you see it. You see it A with the low, and then you have 3, 3, 5, and then the C way is going to read at the top of the B. You know what I mean? That's what happened. Now, it can be also, but it didn't break the low. That's why. Maybe the S way, that's what Rafi was saying. Yeah, but this looks like a 5. I was trying to think that possibility today to make the S way going to 140 and then lower again. Yeah, but this become a 5, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in my opinion. So this is a bullish divergence. You like A, B, C here. Like a W, S, Y, yeah. From here. Yeah. I mean, those are the moments that, I mean, I like the dollar count pretty good. The dollar count is showing 5 swing. Every subdivision is perfect in the dollar count. That's what assuming that the euro did a 5. Not necessarily needs to be the case, but it's like when you see a 3 in Aussie dollar and you see a 5 in New Zealand, start looking around because something is wrong right there. You know what I mean? Any other question, guys? Like I say, you got to take a shot to the long side, but also you can take a shot to 137 on the euro. But I don't know if we're going to take that because, man, one of my rules is you never sell or buy into divergence. I broke the rules the other day when we tried to sell it here, and guess what? You got burned out. Because there was divergence and you buy it, and now again you selling against divergence. That's selling. You know what you're selling? Winnings when you do that. And you should sell a strength, not to sell winnings. When you sell into divergence, you're selling winnings. When you buy into divergence, you buy winnings. Most of the time, you're going to get burned out right there. Okay, guys, so let's leave it there. I'll get back to you guys during the room or later on with our day. Thank you.